Has your neighbor been acting strange? Maybe they're hiding something. Yes, a secret. But what could it be? If this sounds like your scenario, then you just might be living next to a secret neighbor. Welcome to your weekly Secret Neighbor Tip. By the end, you'll be one step closer to uncovering your neighbor's secret, or capturing those meddling kids trying to find your secret. So grab a snack, sit back and enjoy Tiny Builds, Tiny Tips. Today's tip video is going back to basics. In the game of Secret Neighbor, 6 children break into a neighbor's home to uncover a secret hidden in his basement. The only problem is, one of the children is the neighbor in disguise. The children win by finding keys and unlocking the basement door. To open the basement, players need to find 6 keys of 3 different colors: red, blue, and yellow. The different colored keys needed match the locks displayed on the door. The lock combinations will change each match. For the neighbor to win, he has to capture all of the children or prevent them from entering his basement within the time limit. For communication, Secret Neighbor has many options. To enable or disable voice chat, click the settings in the top right corner of your screen. Then click Audio. From here, you can choose to turn on or off voice chat. If you need to mute a player, hover over their name until you see the audio icon appear on the screen. Click the icon and the player will be muted. You can also use emotes in the game to communicate by pressing the mouse wheel. For a controller, you can press the up arrow on the D-pad or press down on the right analog stick. Now that you've met your teammates, the game begins! At the start of a Secret Neighbor game, players will be given a role at random. The neighbor, on the other hand, will be disguised as a child. All players can walk with the WASD keys or the left analog stick on the controller. To look around, use your mouse or your right analog stick. If you need to run away, hold Shift on the keyboard or press down on the left analog stick. You can even sprint backwards. Sometimes though, you might need to lay low. To crouch, hold the control key on your keyboard or press the B button on your controller. Crouching will also lower the sound of your footsteps. When it comes to being agile, you may have to jump on occasion.
He's behind us! He's behind us! Run! He's behind us!
To jump, hit the spacebar or the A button on your controller.
Parkour!
Now that you know how to move around the house, you need to search for keys. To do so, approach a closet, desk, or other container and press E on your keyboard or the X button on your controller. You can use the same button to pick up items and hide in the closet if you feel the neighbor is close by. If you find yourself fumbling in the dark, try turning on your flashlight. To do this, press the left mouse button or LT on your game controller. And if you want to make the play of the game, you can use these same controls to barricade a door with a chair. This will keep you safe and prevent anyone from trying to sneak up on you when you search a room.
Yeah!
Alright, block the door. We're safe. Uh-oh. He's coming in.
Oh, wait, guys, I realized who it is.
During the match, you'll probably notice certain numbered doors labeled 1 through 3. Opening these doors will open additional parts of the map. These numbered doors require a matching number key card to open them. And while there are ways to get around the map without key cards, we'll leave those routes for you to discover. Uh-oh. It looks like you've encountered the neighbor. Items will be displayed in your inventory at the bottom of your screen. To switch between your selected items, hit 1 or 2 on your keyboard or use the left and right directional buttons on your D-pad. The selected item will appear in your hands. Hold down the right mouse button or the RT button on your controller to aim and then release. The object will follow the displayed trajectory and land at the encircled dot. Just try not to throw anything important, like keys, for example.
He's a chair. He's a chair.
No,
he's not.
There are 2 important controls you should know if you're chosen to be the secret neighbor. To transform in and out of your child disguise, Hit the T button on your keyboard or the Y button on your controller. To grab someone, you must be in the neighbor form. Press E on your keyboard or X on your game controller. When you grab a player, you must hold them for several seconds without being interrupted in order to eliminate them from the game. At some point in the game, you might hear the caw of a crow, with a message displaying, "Crow marks the key." Crows reveal the location of a key to all players, including the neighbor.
Oh, I see.
Sometimes this might be a key you need, and other times, a red herring. Be warned though, the call of the crow appears when there's only 3 players remaining in the game, one of them being the neighbor. If you manage to open the basement door, nice job!
No!
Just remember, once the basement door is opened, all remaining players will have 1 minute to enter the basement and uncover the neighbor's secret. Whether you're a secret neighbor or a child, we hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Tiny Builds, Tiny Tips. We'll see you next week. Until then, be sure to keep an eye on your neighbor.
I didn't even notice. I just kept following you.